I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this 100% truth. To the elders, to the brothers, and to the sisters as part of the 100% flock, may the Lord continue to add peace upon you. This is Emmanuel coming at you again. Just to get started, before, listen, I love the sisters that are in the truth, that understand the truth, okay? We love the sisters that know order and understand order, okay? That gives reference to their husbands and the men of the Lord that teach them, okay? Those are the women we love, that's walking in obedience, the way the scriptures has taught and told us to be, okay? Whether you man or female, but in this instance, we talking about the female, okay? How to conduct yourself, all right? But for you hard-headed, you rebellious women, not wanting to listen and take heed, we don't love you, okay? I don't love you, all right? We've been telling you all for years, for decades. I remember having a conversation with my sister and my mother about this topic. My old boy didn't want it, okay? But Eve won in that particular setting and ended up doing what we about to talk about with my sisters, okay? Since the late 90s, don't put that chemical in your hair, okay? Let's read this one of these articles I got. It's the hair relaxer lawsuit, okay? For years, a growing body of medical research has been published by the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences and peer-reviewed medical journals, raising concerns about the side effects of hair relaxer products. The studies have identified several toxic chemicals frequently used in hair relaxers that may cause cancer, reproductive complications, and development issues. Okay? With that being said, real quick, let's go to Proverbs real quick. Let's go to Proverbs. And let's go to chapter 3. And let's start at verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Okay? Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Let's see what the word, let's look up, let's see what envy means. Okay? Let's see what the word envy means. Okay? It's being used in the verb tense. It's in the noun. Let's read the noun tense first. A feeling of discontented or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. Okay? Now, one of the synonyms would be jealousy. Okay? But this is being used in Proverbs 31, 3 and 31 is being used in a verb tense. Desire to have a quality, possession, or other desirable attribute belonging to someone else. Okay? You being envious of, you being jealous of. Well, what are you being envious and jealous of? Why are you feeling like this? Because it shows by the straightening of your hair. Okay? We don't have straight hair. Okay, we have woolly hair. All right. Only people that got them straight hair, and for instance, with dealing with this conversation with Esau, they got that long lassie doggy tail. Now, you would say, well, some of the Latinos, most of the Latinos have straight hair like that. Well, I can put this in two ways. Jacob had 4 baby mamas, so all of us ain't gonna look alike. That's number one. Okay. Jacob had 4 baby mamas, so and I'm speaking the vocabulary that could be understood these nowadays. So all of us are not gonna look alike. Okay, we can tell a so-called Haitian, a Levite, being down here in Miami, we can tell them apart to a certain degree of Judah. Okay, Same way with the Benjamites. Now, a lot of Latinos, so-called Latinos, you have to understand that when the Spaniards came, you know, they diluted that, and the Spaniards was part of that Esau clique. So, you know, being that long stringy hair predominantly is coming from the white nation in any of the other heathen nations except the so-called Hamites, the Africans. So, but we're not talking about the other ones. We're over here with woolly hair, and our oppressor, okay, has dog hair. All right, but this is what you want to do. You want to have straight hair because somebody told you that you got nappy hair, and it's not beautiful. Okay, well, that means you have low self-esteem. Okay, because black is beautiful. When I say black, I'm speaking about our skin tone. Our melanated skin tone is beautiful. Okay, and so is our hair, and so is all the other features that the Lord gave His children of Israel on. You know what I'm saying? So that's an inside self-esteem issue, that you want to get your hair just like the white folks and have it straight. Okay, this is when He's speaking of being envious of. Why do you want to look like them? Okay, you talking about the blonde and all the other colors that going on here, but specifically the blonde hair. How many sisters we see out here with blonde hair? For what? And not only is it blonde, it's straight, long and straight. Or of course, you know, Jake gonna line it, Eve gonna line, you know, fix it up, Twinkie curls, whatever. But it's still blonde, and it's still the identity of the oppressor. Okay, we have woolly hair. You see, you understand what I'm saying? So that's a self-esteem issue. You're envying the oppressor, and the scriptures tell you. Let's read it again. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Don't follow after him. Don't go with him. Now let's prove real quick, so you can have a proper understanding on this, that our Lord Yahweh and our Savior, His Son, which is Yahweh Shai, in these scriptures specifically shows us the identity and the texture of their hair. Okay, so these men are so-called Negroes. Okay, let's go to Daniel, and let's go to chapter 9. No, let's go to chapter 7 and verse 9. Okay. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So you see that? And the hair of his head was white as snow. No, I apologize, Salakia. Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. Okay? You go look at a sheep, and you see how the sheep hair is? It's wool. Okay? Now that's the Heavenly Father. So let's take it on to Revelation real quick. You know, we all know these scriptures. Let's go to Revelations 1, and let's start at verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. Okay? His head and his hairs were white like wool. Okay? So when Yahweh Shai was walking on earth, and He specifically told them, when you see me, you see the Father. He was speaking of the spiritual aspect of it, but He's also speaking of the physical. Okay? I look like my daddy. Okay? I get it from my daddy. And so do the rest of all you Israelites. We all have woolly hair. The Lord didn't intend for you to have that other kind of hair. Then we go back like the lesson that was done before. You want to do things with Esau. You're not happy with yourself. Okay? You can't be influenced that for to have the knowledge of knowing that these certain chemicals that are being placed upon you and in you is not good for you. But yet you still keep buying it. You know? So let's go back to the article real quick. Okay? And let's go to let's read further down. Okay. Now, It says, in recent years, multiple studies have been published that suggest a possible link between chemical hair relaxers, uterine cancer, and infertility. Researchers have warned many hair relaxer products contain as many as 5,000 chemicals, many of which are not classified as toxic, including but not limited to. Okay? The lawsuit that states that endocrine disrupting chemicals commonly found in hair relaxer products can cause uterine cancer, specifically the highly toxic manufactured chemical known as, in acronyms, DEHP. Okay? So you got these you got these cancers, you got these cancers that's causing skin defect, okay? Your scalp. And you know, when all that trickle in, it goes into your brain cells. Okay? They making your eggs dry up where you're not going to be able to produce the babies. You know, that's another Esau's tactics. Okay, to try to get rid of us, or to try to limit the production of our nation, of people. Okay? And if any of those forms of cancers are ignited with other infirmities that you may have, Jake, we become with a lot of diseases. Okay, that's being based upon Deuteronomy 28 with the curses. But if those type of cancers are being parallel going with or intersecting with any other infirmity that you may have, Lord willing that you don't, but if you may have, it's more detrimental to your health. Okay? And that can trigger the cancer to come even quicker and stronger. You see? Let's go let's read one more out of it, okay? Potential hair relaxer lawsuits are being investigated against manufacturers of several popular products widely marketed throughout the United States, including Bantu, Dark and Lovely, Optimum Care, Precise, Cream of Nature, Fabulaxer, Revlon Brand, Just For Me, Motions, Soft and Beautiful, TCB, and Beautiful Textures. So that's basically every box when you go inside of a beauty supply store or Family Dollar or whatever. That's basically all the products, hair products, that are in them stores that the manufacturers built up and sent us in them stores. Okay, it's the same. They covered it all. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. Let's go to chapter 31, and let's start at verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men, and not the most high, and their horses are flesh, and not spirit. When the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, Salakia, and he that is helping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. So basically, you're trusting in America's manufacturing, facilities and what they're producing here in America to make your beauty seem to look better. You're going down trusting Esau seems to be for everything. And the Lord is telling you, woe unto you for going down into Egypt. And Egypt's synonymous for modern day Babylon, America. Okay? The curses, Esau knew how you would respond. Once he started getting all the other technology, he done what he did with Willie Lynch. So once he started, doing all these other things, he knew how you respond, especially you, Eve. He knew how subject you would have been. And it proved it. You want to look like them. Okay? Now look what's happened. Okay? You go with the numbers. Well, everybody else buying it. Everybody else look good. I want to look good too. But you already look good. No, you're trying to envy another culture. You're trying to envy another set of people that the Lord really don't like. But it seems though you like them. Okay? So basically, you going down there trusting Esau. The Lord already told you that, he's gonna, if you hold hands with this dude, you're gonna fail and fall too. Okay? Esau is just leading you straight to death in every aspect, spiritual death and physical death. Okay? Let's go to the book of Sirach, and let's go to chapter 12. And let's start at let's go to verse. Let's go to, hold on, I'm coming. I'm tripping. Chapter 12. Slocky. Bear with me. Okay. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and let's go to verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as an iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay? He's telling you never trust your enemy. Now, well, brother, that could mean, shit, I got niggas who don't like me. Well, we ain't talking about that. Okay? Never trust thy enemy. Let me show you who your enemy is, okay? Let me show you exactly who your enemy is. Let's go to first, let's go this way. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 first. We're going to show you who your enemy is. We're going to show you who the Lord talking about. All right? Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. The Lord, okay, when we got off them ships, it says, who was in front of us? Who had us in chains? Okay? It was Esau, Edom. All right? Now, read it again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there, once we get off them ships, okay, ye shall be sold unto your enemies. He's letting you know that the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, is your damn enemy. Okay? It can't get no clearer than that. Once we get off them ships, who was there? Who was on the ships bringing us over? And when we get off, who was waiting on us? Esau, Edom. That's your enemy. Now, let's go to Luke real quick. Because we got to understand who our enemy is, Israel. Let's go to Luke 1. And let's start at verse 70. And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Okay? The Lord is going to save us from our enemies. And we already described who our enemies was. We already told you who our enemies was. It already told you who our enemies are. Okay? So let's not play these games no more, and let's not put yourself in predicaments that'll get your ass deleted off this earth for some infirmity that you could have avoided, or some action you could have avoided because you want to follow Esau and follow whatever else these wicked jakes are doing. Okay? You don't want to be in that number. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 3. Let's go to Isaiah 3 real quick. Okay? Let's start at verse 16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will discover their secret parts. Okay? He's speaking about the crown of your head. He talking about your hair. Okay? Because you wanted to be wicked, you wanted to not follow the statutes, laws of the Lord. He's going to, because back in the day, hair is the beauty. It signifies some form of I don't even know the word I want to say. A woman that they glorified in their hair. It was nice and long. Okay? It could have been thick, long, all of that. Okay? But it wasn't the way the Lord told you. The Lord told you not to put no chemicals in your head. Not following what Esau did. So the hair was the glory of our women as well back then. So he gonna smite you with on your scalp. Okay? Now you'll be like, well, it was already meant for it to happen. Yeah, of course, everything was already predestined. That Esau was going to come with these chemical things, but everything was predestined already through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That was one of his ways of doing that. You see that? Everything that Esau does, even when it's against us, which all is against us, anything that Esau does, it's already been orchestrated from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? So, but it's not a blame. Well, with the Lord, yeah, the Lord did it. Okay? Remember, you keep coming back. This is not your first time here. You see that? So all the wicked things that you've done in your past, if you have not been forgiven for them or whatever like that, they're going to come back. And those wicked women that had a mouth problem back then are back now and probably got this curse on them right now, dealing with these hair products. Okay? Go down to verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stank. You know what he's talking about. Okay? That's why and see, you know what? That's another conversation as well. Because see, you're going down there putting things down there that you don't have to. Just get in the tub. Okay? Just soak. Stop wearing them cootie cutters. That shit causes gonorrhea. All that, you walking in tight spandexes and even tight jeans, right? And you walking around with that on all day long. You ain't letting that thing breathe or nothing. That's why you're supposed to be in skirts and dresses. So that they can get some air. You see that? But the Lord also knew, because he orchestrated it, that you was going to start wearing pants. You was going to come out of your heritage and your culture and start wearing what Esau made. The she-devil. She told you can wear pants. Okay? And we know what that symbolizes. You want to be equal to us. Well, that's why he said he going to make you stink down there. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, every time I see a woman with them spandex on and shit, I know it's crazy, but in my mind, I be like, I know she stank, bro. Damn, I know that thing funky. You know? Especially if you don't use the restroom all through the day, whether you did a number 1 or number 2, all that sitting up in there, man. A little drip. You ain't probably even wipe good. And yeah, you gonna prounce your steak butt around. You see what I'm saying? Our sisters are out of control and out of order. And it shall come to pass. That means it came already. It came already. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, your cat ain't supposed to smell like that. You ain't supposed to go to none of these Esau stores and go get some chemicals and put it down there. Now you heard about another situation about the powder, the talcum powder. You know back in the day we used to put powder all on us. And if we was doing that, you know the woman was doing it down there. I know plenty of women that done that. And look what they said about the talcum powder, Johnson & Johnson. You see? You ain't supposed to be, you shouldn't have to go down there and buy some chemicals to make yourself smell good. Go sit your butt in the tub, man, and let that thing soak. Okay? Start wearing them tight ass pants. Okay? Put on the skirt and dress as the Lord commanded. Then you wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay? And to be honest with you, it only covers up the outskirts of it. That's all it really does. Because when the juices start flowing, that odor gonna come. Okay? And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stank. And instead of a girdle, a rent. And instead of a well-set hair, baldness. Okay? Instead of a well-set hair, baldness. Now, to be honest with you, I know a lot of women, seen a lot of women, sisters of the Negro descent that walk around with hair about this long, but nice and woolly and curly. Okay? And even with the woman with the low haircuts, they got it lined up or whatever, looking pretty and everything, but at least they don't got no weave in their hair like that. And at least they didn't know. Put it like this. I'm not gonna say weave at times, because sometimes, a female might want to let her hair grow, and she'll buy weave and having her hair long to get the new grow and all that in there. So, but as far as, but it'll be braided, not that long stringy hair. You understand that's looking like your oppressor. You might got some fake weave in your hair braiding it, but at least you ain't putting no chemicals in it. Okay, you letting it trying to grow back out. Okay, we speaking on the ones that actually want to go get those relaxers, or want to go get them type of shampoos that clean your hair, but it's so much of chemicals in it that it's really hurting you. We talking about those kind. Okay, because let's read it again. Let's read 24 again. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stank. And instead of a girdle, rent. And instead of a well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth. And burning instead of beauty. Okay? These will be, this is because of what you was doing before. It says in verse 16, moreover the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and one-toothed eyes, walking and missing as they go, and making a tingling with their feet. He thinks she all that. She thinks she the prize. Okay? You walking around here like we owe you something. Like we supposed to bow down to you. Okay? But the Lord had already put in there where you gonna stay. And he gonna bald your head. And he gonna put a scab on the top of your crown. All because you being disobedient. Because we've been told you not to put none of this stuff in your head way back in the early 90s to the 2000s until now. But you still, and you want to do that. Well, them devils laid it out and told you what kind of chemicals. And they got lawsuits, and these women out here walking around with all kind of cancers. Okay? And I hope it's not one of you sisters that are in this truth that got it, but hey. Okay? We all gonna reap what we sow. Okay? So, pretty much that's the end of it. I hope any of your sisters out there, you don't have it. That's a part of this 100% truth. Teach your women. You don't go in the store and buy those things. Go natural. Okay? Teach your daughters the same thing. You don't have to follow the ways of this world. If them other mothers let their daughters do whatever, let them do that. That ain't got nothing to do with your household. Okay? So with that being said, shalom.